Jamal Niaz here with the prodigy himself, Azim. You're at one of your childhood heroes' place, Liverpool Anfield. What's that been like, being around the city? And obviously it's one off the bucket list, isn't it, fighting in this city so close to your heart?
Yeah, it's Liverpool. It's a massive city. All the football, Liverpool supporters are all here. I'm also a Liverpool supporter, and just for me, just being here is just amazing. And you know what, it's like a dream, because I've never been to, since I was 5, I haven't been since to the stadium. So for me to be just on this pitch, it's an honour.
Unreal. I'm sure you'll get a lot of the boys supporting you as your career progresses. It's been a star-making year for yourself. I remember you burst onto the scene really on the Amir Khan card, which was an incredible experience. Someone so young to be a part of that. Just summing up this year, it's been flawless for you. You've marketed yourself brilliantly alongside your brother. How would you assess this year? Has it met all expectations? I know you've got high expectations for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. This year has been great. It's going the way I wanted. Obviously I want to get as many fights as I can this year. So far I've had this is my 4th fight coming up, and my aim is to get 5 fights this year. And for this year I want to have a straight knockout streak, because me and Shane, we have this competition that he wants me to have 7 fight knockout streak. So that's my aim. And I've been grafting in the gym, I've been working hard. So if I put in the hard work, the fight will come easy. That's how my mentality is.
It's a great mentality to have, and it's one that's going to be generating a lot of fanfare for yourself with that knockout power that you have. The guys that you've been sparring with leading up to these fights, Joe Cordina, you've had Luke Campbell, even Conor Benn you've spoke about before. Have those guys sort of spoke to you afterwards and been like, listen, there's something special with you here? They've not experienced something like that in sparring before.
Yeah, for me, just to be in that, the ring with them, because they're experienced pros and they're such great fighters as well. And they always give me nice feedback as well. For me, just to hear it from them lot, obviously it's a privilege as well. And they say some lovely stuff about me, and I normally just take that in and use that as a motivation. And it's like Joe Cordina is world champion. I want to be in his position, become a world champion like him. Conor Benn, he's a world class fighter. He's going to be fighting Eubank. I want to be in the same. I want to be like him as well, in that same stable. Even like Luke Campbell, world class fighter. Whatever he's done, I want to do as well, like that.
You're a very calm and collected person when you speak, and I think when people watch you in the ring, they kind of expect like a brash, cocky persona, sort of like Naseem Hamed, for example. But where does that groundedness come from for yourself, would you say?
I always said to myself, always use boxing as a motivation. Like, I'm always working hard, and I know that I'll put in the graft. And it's the best thing to do in boxing is just stay humble, staying grounded, and the more you stay grounded, the more people will like you. And I've always just said to myself, I always just want to get in the ring and fight. All this other stuff that comes out of the ring, I've got to stay level. Don't let anything get to me.
And we do see those elements of Naz and Amir Khan in the ring. Just in terms of being another iconic figure for British Asians in the sport of boxing, how much are you taking on that mantle? Because those guys were absolutely pivotal for that community in the country.
Do you know what? It's like Amir Khan. He's a legend in the sport, and even Prince Azim. They need a new face of British Asian in England, and there's so many Asians now out there, fighting as well, which is great. So I just want to, I want to be a role model for everyone. I want to, win a world title at a young age. Help a lot of, obviously little kids, coming up in the boxing world, and they want to get into boxing as well. I want to help them, inspire them as well. So,
do you have targeted dates in your mind of when you want to achieve those world titles and those mega fights? Because Adam Smith was laughing during the press conference that you're the opposite to Fraser Clark, in that he wants to take time, but everyone's trying to hold you back and say get those rounds and get those experiences in.
Yeah, do you know what? I believe so. My trainer believes in me a lot. He says that if I'm ready, I'm ready, and he always pushes me in training. I'm always working hard, and I know for a fact with my IQ, I know what I'm capable of. Competing with these top dogs. Hopefully in the future.
And then when we mentioned those other fighters that you'd looked up to growing up, they didn't have the brother as motivation, did they, at the same level as you? What's that like, having someone so close to you chasing the same dream?
Yeah, it's great because Hassan's taking a smaller step. he wants to take a slower step, just to get to the top. And you know what, it's great because me and Hassan, we're working together, we're working hard. I push him in training, he pushes me, and it's just great having a brother around there.
Brilliant. And then just in terms of what fans can expect on Saturday night, we know that you do quite a flamboyant celebration afterwards. Have you got something special in store?
Yeah, I've got something new this time. I don't think no one done it in the ring yet, but obviously it's something new. And it's like, it's a fight on Saturday. If the shot comes for the knockout, it'll come. But obviously, if it goes 1 or 2 or 3 rounds, I'm alright with that because, it's good to get the rounds in as well. So.
Are there any specific opponents at world level right now that you're looking at and thinking, couple of years, I've got their number, and those dream fights? Are there any opponents that you pinpointed for yourself?
If I had a fighter that I want to have a fight with, it'd be like George Kambosos, because obviously he's a good name. He's undisputed before, and that'd be probably my first world title, not world title, but world level class fighter I would love to take.
How do you see him doing against Haney in the rematch?
It'd be the same story. I think Haney beats him quite fairly easy. So.
Well, I really appreciate your time, Adam, and I'm so excited to see how your career progresses in the future, man. Thank you.